Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So, the internet has been abuzz recently. Do people even use that term anymore? Abuzz? I should use it. So, the internet has been abuzz recently because Huda, I think I'm pronouncing that right, I'm not sure if I am. I hope I am. I know how to pronounce the first name, Huda. I feel like that's right, but then the last name I'm not sure. What I want to say is that she has launched a new foundation that apparently she spent a long time creating. I think it has been 2 years, and I have been sort of following this ever since she announced it, and it released and it dropped, and I'm excited. And this is the foundation packaging itself. Let's pretend that I didn't open this. I did, and I swatched it on the back of my hand, but I haven't tried it on my face yet. So this is going to be like a first impressions try on makeup review. I want to put this on and then I want to wear it for a few hours and then give you my full opinion. I'm not sure if I'll be able to wear it for like a full day, but I feel like I'll be wearing it at least for the next 8 hours. Let's just say, for the sake of this video, I can wear it for the next 8 hours and we will see how it holds up. I've heard many good things and also some things. I feel like so far everyone's been liking it, but there are some things with this foundation that I want to touch on, that I want to explore. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be very interesting. A quick little spiel about the creator of this foundation, Huda. She is the founder and I believe the owner of the company Huda Beauty. I'm not sure if I'm right on that, but I think I am. I know that she is the creative force behind it at least, and she has released liquid lipsticks. She's released lip liners. My thing just flew, but she has released a whole bunch of products, a whole line, and people have been going crazy for her products for the last couple of years. I, for one, love her eyelashes. They're so good quality. They're pretty inexpensive for the quality that you're getting when you get them. I also love her lip stuff. I feel like it's really up there. It's really beautiful. And now I'm trying her foundation. So I wanted to put this on my face for the rest of the day. It is right now in the late afternoon, but I do expect to be up late doing homework, so I believe I'll have this on for the next 8 hours at least, and it is currently 4 o'clock, so I feel like I'll be able to give you a pretty accurate review, even though I won't really be doing anything like sweaty or anything like too strenuous. I'll just be sitting on my butt. I bought this online. They have a pretty varied shade range, and I think I was able to get my color. The color that I got was Creme Brulee, and it's shade number 150G. I have no idea if this oxidizes or does anything weird. I hope that it does not, or I hope that I got the shade that will respond well to that, because I will have to return it if I do not have the right shade. So this is the packaging right here. It's very sleek. It's very reminiscent of her brand. This black kind of packaging and this logo is what they have been doing for the past, well, ever since she started her brand, I think. And yeah, so like, this is the box, and I'm not sure why I'm showing you the box, but I don't know, let's just break into the foundation. I mean, it looks like this is very structured, I guess. I mean, there's not really nothing to say about this packaging except that it looks pretty good. And when you open it, it has a pump, which I'm very excited about, because I honestly feel like nowadays I don't really feel tempted to buy a lot of foundations without pumps, because pumps, they're lifesavers. Because when you are getting ready in the morning, when you're in a hurry, when you're half asleep, a lot of times it can really help if you have a pump, because then you have less chance of using too much product, and then you don't have to wipe your hand clean. You can use every single drop, and it will save you a lot more money, and it's just so nice to have a pump. You do not understand how I feel about pumps. I'm going to basically use a makeup wipe and take off the foundation that I have on my skin right now. I'm actually using the Fenty Beauty foundation on my skin. I haven't really been using anything else, and this is what it looks like after 10 hours of wear. I've been wearing it since 6 a.m. this morning, and it's now 4 o'clock, and it looks pretty fantastic, which is why I've been wearing it a lot. So yeah. So on the left side of my face, I'll be using my brush, and then on the right side of my face, I'll be using a beauty blender to apply this. I'm not sure how it will go on or what will be best, but I'm hoping that the brush will turn out pretty well, because I've just been using the brush more often these days, and I don't want to use my beauty blender that much anymore. It's just not as time efficient for me most days to be just pouncing the beauty blender on my skin when I could just be using a brush and just doing it a lot quicker. I'm going to use one pump first. That's what it looks like. I swatched this on the back of my hand, and my impression was that it covers a lot. It covers a huge area of your face really quickly. So that's why I'm just using a pump for my entire face. And I don't know if that will be too much, but hopefully that will be just right. Huh. Okay, that's really thick. So this is what it looks like close up. So this foundation on, this no foundation on whatsoever. So I'm actually quite impressed by the difference. It looks really full coverage, but at the same time it definitely looks like I'm wearing foundation. However, it doesn't look like it's too much, or it doesn't look like it's too heavy. It looks pretty decent considering that it is a pretty high coverage foundation. The only problems I'm seeing right now is that it is settling into my fine lines, like right here. I can see that that's happening. But that happens with a lot of foundations, and to be honest, I don't really mind it that much. So I'm just going to do the rest of my face with the Beauty Blender, and then we can come back for the full face. For the Beauty Blender side, I'm just going to pounce this directly on my skin. Usually when I use a brush, I like to apply the product to my skin and then blend it out with the brush, but this time this is going to be applied with the Beauty Blender. So this is what it looks like on my entire face, and I've waited a few seconds for it to set, for it to sort of dry down so you can see the effect. This is described as a high coverage cream foundation, effortless application, camouflages imperfections and pigmentation, soft focus filter finish. I can definitely say that it does have a soft focus filter finish, at least on camera. I definitely feel like it's blurring my issues, you know? It sounds so weird, but I feel like it is kind of like a filter, because looking at my skin right now, I mean, it looks so soft. It looks so airbrushed kinda. And I love how I really can't see any kind of flaws on my skin right now. My skin looks pretty perfect. And if you're looking for that, you will love this foundation. It camouflages imperfections and pigmentation. Yeah, it did. It camouflaged a lot of my redness. You saw when I was comparing both sides of my face, there was a huge difference, and it covers really well. So I'm going to go through the rest of my day, and I'm going to do check-ins just to show you how the foundation is looking. I'm not going to set it. She does recommend that if you do have super oily skin, or if you have oily skin in general, you might want to set it with a thin layer of powder. However, looking at this foundation right now, I have oily skin, and I don't really feel like it's going to be a problem because it looks really, really matte. So yeah, I'm going to see you again in a short while for the first check-in. So, check-in number 1. It has been about, I think a little bit less than 2 hours since I put this foundation on. I did not set it, and I haven't really been doing much. I just have been doing some things around the house, and that's pretty much it. But my skin is looking pretty good right now, and I'm actually really happy with how this is looking. I'm just going to step forward a little bit so you can see me a little bit closer, so you can see exactly what's up with my face. You can see that I have a little bit of shininess going on. I definitely have some shininess on my nose. This area, definitely have some there. My chin is getting a little bit shiny. Even though it's kind of shiny though, I kind of like it because I feel like this is making my skin look a little bit more real. You know what I mean? Usually skin, or at least my skin, doesn't look super matte all the time, and when I have a super matte full coverage foundation, it kind of looks a little bit artificial. But the fact that my skin is looking a little bit more, slightly more luminous right now, I feel like that's making it look a little bit more realistic. The only issue that I have right now is these fine lines right here. This is like me relaxing my mouth, and you can see that there are some pretty significant fine lines right there, and that's a little bit annoying for me right now because usually it's not this prominent with other foundations, but with this, for some reason it is. I was curious to see if this would oxidize on my skin, so that's why, just in case that would happen, I decided to get a foundation that was slightly lighter than what I am right now, and that actually ended up being a pretty good choice because right now it has oxidized just enough to look like my real skin. Like this, I feel, is a pretty good match to my natural skin tone. Okay, so Katya, how do you like my foundation?
This foundation is very high quality. I love the formula. The formula is great. It's like it's like great foundation on your face. And
I'm serious.
I'm serious too, Anya. Okay, it's really good. I really see the difference. I really don't know. I really see the difference in
it looks exactly the same as everything else, right?
It's doesn't look like a cake. It looks like a pie. But it doesn't look like cakey, you know what I mean? It's pie. So, like, it's cool. Pie. P-I-E. P-I.
Touches. Oh yeah, Kai took out her braces off. It is 9:30, and this is what it looks like on my face. This is really terrible lighting, but so far I'm kind of liking really it.
Give me that shit.
Is it better? Okay.
You look swag.
I know, right? I have no life. Okay, so.
Hurry up! I got
What do you think about it? Because usually you're like, oh yeah, you look like you're wearing foundation. Does this look like I'm wearing foundation in your opinion? Okay, why are you focusing on my boobs?
No, I'm not. I'm actually trying to look. Stop. Give me a face. I feel like it's kind of worn off throughout the day.
You're so bad at this.
I feel like it's kind of worn off throughout the day, which makes it a little bit better.
Okay, so it looks...
If it looks worn off, then that means it's good, because, like, usually it's cakey and it's powdery. I can, like, literally see the powder, like, falling off your face low-key. But, like, right now, I looked at it, it's a little bit powdery, but it's not, like, you could visually see too much foundation. Like, it looks better.
Something I'm learning in this endeavor is that the lighting in my house at night is terrible. I've been trying to walk around to get good lighting to do this final check-in to show you my face. But I can't do it because, like, all this lighting is bad for this video. But yeah, final check-in. It is very close to 11 o'clock. It is currently about 10:50. Sorry, I had a brain fart. And yeah, I kind of want to take my makeup off because I'm just done, and I kind of want to go to bed early, to be honest. So yeah, it has held up pretty well. I wasn't expecting it to. Is that weird? I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it to, like, look so good, because usually if I don't set a foundation or if I don't use anything to make it stay on longer and I just go throughout my business, it will kind of come off. It will kind of ball up. It will sort of peel, you know. I think that's the correct term. But it didn't do that this time. It has faded really nicely. I mean, you can see, like, my acne is starting to come through. But I feel like this is the side that I did the beauty blender on, and I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the video, but I feel like where I used the beauty blender, I feel like it gave me slightly less coverage than, for instance, this side, which does have more coverage on. So if you want more coverage, I suggest putting it on with your fingers and then blending it out with the beauty blender. Can't even speak. But yeah, would I recommend this foundation? It depends. I like it a lot, and I will be wearing it again. If you're looking for, like, a high coverage, full coverage foundation that will cover pretty much anything, this is probably a good foundation to try out for you, because it really covers so much. It does have a scent. Yeah, it smells very perfumey, like a cheap perfume. I'm saying cheap perfume because, like, that's what I think that this smells like, but it smells like a pretty nice scent. It's not bad, but it's a pretty heavy scent. If you put it on your skin, it does fade after about 30 minutes. That was my experience, but nevertheless, it still is a scent, so if you have sensitive skin, you might have an issue with that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.